Peace, love, health, and wealth, Vibe Tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. I am your host, KP, and this is Love Readings, Latour de Amor. Um, we are going to listen to a quick little song just to let a couple people come in. So please, please, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Remember that everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. All right, so let's go. All right. Going home with Trigger. Mhm. Bishop, what up? I can't see. Oh, there you go. I can see your chat now. I couldn't see it at first. Get you to the crib, upstairs to the bed. Girl, you gon' think when I pull back them sheets, you climb on top of me, girl. You gon' think I'm gonna ooh, 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 ooh. Do it like I did. Hey, like, man, gotcha. I got a confession. Girl, can we take it upstairs? My bed is waiting here. Do. Give me all of me, won't me give me all of you? I want your body like right now. You know I live a magnum lifestyle. Baby, turn the lights down. And I'ma turn you on. Upstairs to the bed. Girl, you gon' think when you pull back them sheets and you see this me, girl. Peace, love, health, and wealth, Vibe Tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. My name is not important, not at all, right? But guess what? We here and we ain't going nowhere, right? Call me square, I'll be Delaware, right? But guess what? I'm rocking polo underwear. I don't even know where that just came from. But your boy got bars, all right? Your boy got bars, all right? So we have the Love Oracle reading for the weekend. We got we're gonna do two collective readings, okay? We're gonna do one for singles, and then one for committed folks, okay? If you would like to get your love birth chart or birth chart reading, hit me up. I think I'm doing 2222. It's a special right now for the love chart readings. Give me 1 second. All right, so what we did, we got the love oracle card, which I really like for the collective readings because even if we don't do the love oracle cards, as a love reading, they still show situations and circumstances that tarot just absolutely cannot do. So what I learned is for the collective readings, I really like combining these one tarot card and one love oracle card. The tarot card is going to be the best course of action or any clarity that we can get from the love oracle card, because there is things that love oracle cards can do that the tarot can't do, like emotions. Like, yes, there's reference to emotions in tarot, but tarot is really not meant to tell you what somebody is feeling, right? uh so for the singles, we have the finality card here. It says farewells, leave behind, and closure. All right. So the finality doesn't necessarily mean that people are breaking up or anything like that. It could just mean that there's a close to a phase. And I hope you guys can see that. It looks small to me. All right. So the affirmation associated with this reading is going to be, I release the past and open to true connections. Okay, this weekend spirit is saying that it's time to let go for real. With the finality card, with the finality card, we're not just talking about walking away. We're talking about emotional closure. There's someone or something that we've been carrying, a what if, a maybe, or even just the feeling that we don't know how to let go of something. All right. But we got the Two of Cups here to remedy all of that. Okay. So, sorry, the Two of Cups is here to remind us that real love is still possible. Um, it's not behind us, it's actually ahead of us, right? And remember, when the tools come out, it's time to start planning. It's time for a new beginning, right? Remember, we can't fully receive the love that we're looking for unless we really truly make space for it, right? That soul level connection we've been craving, well, it's on the other side of release. All right. So this weekend, let's be brave enough to close the chapter that no longer reflects our worth. When we do, love mirrors us, mutual, whole, and present, right? As we walk into any room. Okay, so we got to be whole and we got to be present. All right. So for the committed ones, or for the people who might have a crush on somebody, or who might be quantumly entangled with somebody over time and space, right? Um, the affirmation associated with this is, we release the past and return to each other, right? What a beautiful affirmation. So, in our relationships, right, for the committed ones, this weekend, the finality card doesn't always mean an ending again, right? It can mean the end of a cycle, of course. Spirit is asking us, what old story are we still living out in this relationship that needs to be released? Okay. It could be a grudge, an unsolved issue, or even the way we've been communicating. Whatever it is, it's time to leave it all behind once and for all. Okay. The Two of Cup invites us to come back into emotional harmony, to meet eye to eye, heart to heart, and to reconnect to love from a clearer and more open space. Okay? Let's allow the past to be the past. This weekend, we need to choose healing over holding on. We need to choose connection over control. And please remember that our love grows deeper when we're willing to let go of what no longer serves it, no matter if it's people, places, or things. Okay? So, with that being said, I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. If you guys was looking for a free reading, um, it's actually quite easy. I got instructions pinned in the chat. The instructions goes to like a 30-second video, right? It's not long at all. But the 30-second video kind of shows some of the do's and don'ts of tarot readings. And it kind of gives you some sample questions. And it gives you sample questions like from a singles perspective. It gives you sample questions from a person who's connected to somebody or committed to a situation or circumstance, no matter what that commitment is, right? Whether it's, friends with benefits or whatever. You know, a situation is a situation. I'm not here to judge. So I see we got 3 people here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Double tap that screen, hit that like button. Do y'all know it's good to heat y'all cinnamon up? Because like when you heat it up, it goes into like a gelatinous state. And it's easier to digest, and it helps a lot with, sugar, cholesterol, all that stuff. More cinnamon, less phytoestrogen. That's what I guess. I ain't found no connections yet, but I think there's a connection there. So I like this reading for the collective, for singles and for people who's connected to people, because it shows that it's almost like purification of fire in a sense, because it shows that the finality card is saying that um whatever, whether we single or whether we in a relationship, um we got to close the door in order for another one to open. And whether we just looking for deeper intimacy, whether we looking for a new relationship, whether we rekindling an old flame, whatever the situation is, um, being able to burn off the impurities and to let love be the focus of why we here in the first place is something that I coach and speak on quite often. And the reason why is because no matter what, if I didn't walk away from the relationship and you didn't walk away, then that means that there's still hope. And because there's still hope, we gotta find a common ground, right? This is what I coach people who's in rocky relationships. I tell them that, you gotta find common ground in the relationship. And if all else fails, we can't agree on the dog, we can't agree on where to live at, and we can't agree on spending habits. The one thing we can agree on is that I love you and you love me, right? And and if love can't be the foundation, right? Forget the Camaro, forget the 6 bedroom, 3 and a half bathroom house, right? Forget all of that stuff, right? Forget the acres, forget the millions, forget the 750 credit score. And at the end of the day, if you really in a relationship for love and you don't feel love for the person that you in a relationship in, you losing every single time, because you really playing yourself. You know you don't feel love for this person, so you try to trick yourself with actions. No, 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 that don't work that way. No, 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 it don't work that way. I don't believe that people should learn to love somebody. I think that it should happen naturally. I don't think you should say, okay, this person checks all of the boxes, but I still don't love them. No. You feel an emotional attachment to a person, then you ask yourself, is this person worth the emotions? Is this person checking all the boxes? But if that natural connection ain't there, the unspoken connection, if it ain't there, it ain't never gonna be there. Now, some of us have evolved to where we can see if a person check our boxes, and then we can say, okay, can I like this person? Can I love this person? And I think that's what dating is supposed to do. But I don't. People don't. It don't work. Modern dating don't work, because modern dating isn't to build chemistry. It's I just think that people put too much on a date, right? You want to get to know the person, you want to have fun with the person, you want to see if the person is a good provider. It's just too much for a date. I think a lot of stuff that people do on first dates need to be done on the phone before they even go on a date, right? I see you, you see me, we both attracted to each other. Now let's see if we can have a conversation The first thing shouldn't be let's go out Saturday, right? It's Wednesday. Let's go out Saturday. No. First thing should be is Wednesday today. Let's try to get on the phone before Friday. And then we can see sometime next week after we have a couple conversations on the phone, can we go out? I believe that a lot of people got to start having a meeting of the mind and the spirit before they start dating. You got to, because it's like you can't. It's like Harry Potter. It's like you can't be for the average person. You can't be a wizard dating a muggle. You can't be. You can't be a wizard dating a muggle. And I believe that before we even go out on a date, we got to both figure out something. What kind of wizard is you? Is you a wizard pretending to be a muggle? Like, you know what I'm saying? I definitely felt that with my twin. Just this magnetic magic showing natural safe space. So to me, that natural safe space is more important because I feel like when you flow with a person, y'all will be able to have a meeting of the minds on where to go in the future. Better, right? That's just me. Because the first thing I think it's bad to think the first thing you meet a person, what people say is they get money, do they dress well, do they get money, do they got a job? That's what the most and they sexual organs, boobs, penis. That's the first thing people think about. And it's important for you to be attractive to your mate. But again, after that initial, I got your phone number because I'm attracted to you. Now let's have a conversation. Then after we had a conversation, let's see if we can have fun together. I think people just so quick to they people turn one night stands into relationships, and that's it's impractical, especially as a 20, 30, 40 year old. Maybe as a 16-year old, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But not a person who, your rent six, seven, eight, $1,000 to you know what I'm saying? Car note, two, three, four, $500. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta invest wisely. All right, y'all. This coffee got me talking, man. I was just talking because I was waiting on y'all. Shout out to that girl Didi. You know what? That name sounds familiar, Didi. I think you may have been on one of my other channels a long time ago. Maybe, I don't know. Well, so this is why I want to help people. So this is why I'm doing the love reading. I mean the love chart readings because the sun sign and love matters, but it's not the end all be all. Sun sign kind of matters like if you just meeting people in a grocery store and y'all potentially could be friends or something like that. That's what the sun sign is, who the world sees you as. So that the sun sign is for uh the initial situation or circumstance. But it's other things like the eighth house, right, where your Venus is at, stuff like that. It's stuff like that that we got to figure out. 10th house, eighth house, because I think we got to match the eighth house with the 10th house. So if you looking to see if a person is compatible with you, you take your eighth house and see if it's compatible with the 10th house. And then vice versa, they'll take their eighth house and then see if it's compatible with your 10th house. I think I'm a student of astrology, so I think I'm not an expert at all. So it's other things. It's other things like y'all fourth house. It's other things that might be clashing. What planet deals with communication? Mars, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter. I think it's Mars or Jupiter. Mercury retrograde. So it's Mercury that deals with communication. See, y'all got to do stuff like figure out where y'all Mercury at. See, you know what I'm saying? Like, So that's why I'm trying to help people with the charts, man. $20, man. I don't think that's a lot of money at all. There's people charging $200 for readings, for birth chart readings and love charts. All right, well, I don't know if anybody wanted a reading, but until then, I guess I can sip my coffee and play another song. Any requests on the love songs, on the R&B? Now I'm gonna let y'all know I'm a new. I don't mind some of the '90s R&B, but I'm a new school. I'm a Chris Brown, Trey Songz, maybe a little Usher. You know what I'm saying? You'll take a couple cards. And that means you're gonna make a couple donations, huh? All right. So make sure y'all rewind and get the collective reading. I did the collective reading for uh singles and committed ones for people with situations and circumstances. No ordinary love. Um, I wonder why I keep doing that. It shouldn't be doing that. It never ever does that. I think I know this song. I think I heard of it. What up? What up? What up? All right, B. You had two jumpers. All right, Bishop. So the first card you got is the silence card. It says frozen, no words, and stone walled. The second card you have is thinking, missing you, craving, and desiring. All right. So stonewalled and craven. Somebody stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. Let me check tarot for any insight or best course of action or whatever tarot has to offer. Okay. Written and deleted messages. Hmm. Hmm. Nine of Swords. So this Nine of Swords is definitely following a theme here. And then looking at the bottom of the Spirit Animal Oracle cards, says pride right here. Um, I didn't shuffle those cards or anything; it was just sitting upside down. So, how I interpret this um Nine of Swords is, you said you had a dream. Hmm. Very interesting. And you know what I was going to say when you was writing that? This nine is telling me that we have to be the calm in the storm. Um, and how I interpret that calm in the storm is being able to hold the vision or the goal or the dream and persevere um, for the greater cause, which is love, which is. Oh, my bad. I got you on the list. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I did. I thought I responded to you. I apologize. My brain, I got coffee brain right now. Hmm. Well, that might be the place you need to be if you understand what I'm saying. The reason why that scenario is warm is because you able to provide the warmth. So the more you be able to recreate that over and over, the more that sentiment will be prevalent or available to you, if you understand what I'm saying. But you're going to have to be able to carry that over. That sentiment. It's the sentiment that's important, not the situation and circumstance. Actually, I was thinking about getting one more but I feel like that nine is really, really, really talking to us, right? And the reason why I'm saying that is because let's really, I mean, we know what the nine mean, but the problem is that a lot of people don't talk about the balance of the nine, because the nine in this upright position is really kind of like reversed energy in a sense. Um, and every number and every suit, you know, has that energy, right? The nine, remember, represent nightmares, fears, anxiety, worry, and stress, right? Um, in this situation and circumstance, it's anticipation. It's not the reality. The reality is the sentiment that you felt when you got this reading, meaning that what it reminded you of. That's the sentiment that the cards is telling you to carry with you moving forward. It's that you, even though it's a team effort, of course, you are a great leader, right? People benefit from your presence. The potential was in you. You just haven't had to use it yet. Is what I'm hearing. What happened? What I missed? Hey, B. You know, if I can offer a word real fast, when we reading, uh, I I I ask people that when we read, don't even think about the peers in the chat because um I don't want you to interrupt, and I don't want the reading to get thrown off. You know what I'm saying? I respect what you're saying though, but don't even pay attention to other stuff. Uh, because getting to know this person ain't no mal or malicious intent. Sometimes sometimes they delayed. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes they messages be a little delayed. You understand? So just gotta ride with the patience. This is why we got them green hearts, my boy. All right. So again, you asked about any other coming from tarot. Like I was saying, I was debating on pulling from another deck, but I felt like if we focused in on the balancing of the nine, because even though this is the nine of swords, it's still a fulfillment card, but it's anticipation. It's because the brain is quantum, and I'm gonna leave at this, right? Because I don't want to turn this into a lecture. But because the brain is quantum, it's able to process all situations and circumstances. And then the human is so beautiful because the accuracy of the situations and circumstances that we anticipate sometimes is very high, right? So we got to be mindful and very careful again and understand um, where Bishop is, what Bishop role is, and where Bishop is going. We got to understand the who, what, when, where, why, and how of Bishop, right? I would love to read that book. Pause, no Diddy, right? I feel like we got to make that clear these days, but I'm just joking. But no, we if it was an autobiography of Bishop, or not an autobiography, but a you know chapter of book one of Bishop, you know what I'm saying? I'll check that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm always down for a good hero's journey. You understand what I'm saying? Always down for a good hero's journey. We got SSHC SSHC editing and publishing. Hey, I co-author and co-write too. You know what I'm saying? I just want 5%. That's it. So, real quick, the objective with this Nine of Swords is exactly the energy we've been talking about, right? So, if the objective is to turn this Nine of Swords upside down in its reverse position, the reverse of the Nine of Swords brings you peace, love, health, and wealth, right? It brings patience. It brings healing. You understand what I'm saying? When you reverse the nine, get the six. So that's love, that's harmony, that's peace. You get what I'm saying? It's all in one. It's fulfillment. Did he tell me to wait? Did who tell you to wait about what? You see what I mean? You see what I mean about the flow of the energy right now? Oh, I was saying that I said thank you. I was saying thank you. I was saying I apologize for not responding to you, but I was so busy in the cards. But I did add you to the list. Okay? That's all I was saying. I did add you to the list. But we keep the show rolling. So, do you got any questions, comments, or concerns about the Nine of Swords? Um, because remember, the Nine of Swords energy is exactly what you was talking about, which is being lost in a storm. But you don't get a card without best course of action coming with the message of the card, and the message of the card is healing and patience. That's exactly what you provide. That's your strength. If that's your superpower, quote unquote, then so be it. Right now, on your hero's journey, you need to take advantage of the people, places, and things that's placed in front of you. Right, like for me, for example, I can't answer no questions that's not asked. That's the root. You understand what I'm saying? So I just got to keep pushing. I'm flowing through anticipation. She is in that car behind the Nine of Swords. So, right, okay. So, so then you tap into your yang. You tap into your yang. The, the great samurai. The great samurai. Oh, but so this chapter, how you receive is by giving right now. Uh, the great samurai, the great knight, right? The you, the noble one, the the righteous path, right? What you already on, but what new missions? What are you? What's the mission? What's the goal? And I think right now is for you to be of service. Because remember, if the storm is there, right, the storm is symbolic for a situation and circumstance. We know that. We know that already. So because you can't put your cape on and go right here, right now, there, You got to do what you can from here. So the key to receiving is giving. Mm, 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 mm. And shout out to you for that duet vibe out session I saw, man. I can't remember the name of it though, but I saw y'all. I saw you. Shout out to you. All right, so Kay, what's going on with your reading, Kay? Oh, be the connection. Be the connection. Be the connection is the message that I got when I was on that vibe out. Be the connection. All right, bro. Take care of yourself and each other. 421. I always forget I always never see 420. Always never see 420, but I always see 422. Always, 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 always. I never see 420. Always see 422. Gratitude, sir. Always. Healing and patience. Healing and patience. All right, Brody. Same to you. Let me drop a couple of them things in there. I was just about to do it. I was just about to say it. But look, boom. I couldn't even do it fast enough. No reason to apologize, bro. You just being honest. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with being honest. Good shot for being honest. For sure. All right, KPX or whatever your name is. KXZ, KZ, Kazaye. I don't know what that name is. Kazaye, you right on time. Peace, love, health, and wealth.